welcome everybody to Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls. My name as always is Maxwell, and before we start on the storyline content, I thought I'd bring you a quick video on how you could very quickly level a Crusader character. So what you want to do first is set your game to Act 3, Quest, the Breached Keep, Kill Gom. Set it at any difficulty, it doesn't really matter, and then just start your game up. And this is a technique that I've used to level many characters from 1 to 50, 55, well, you can even go all the way to 60 very, very quickly. And basically this is the fastest way that it's going to be to level your Crusaders. But one thing you're going to need is a level 60 friend with half decent gear, and then what you do is you start the game on the quest that I've shown, Kill Gom, on Act 3, and then you invite the people with their level 1 characters in. And then once they are in the game, you can do this with as many people as you want, well up to a maximum of 4, so 3 level 1s. You could do it just the 2 of you as well. It all depends, and then just wait for everybody to load in, as we are doing now. And then once everybody is in the game, there we go. And then once everybody is in the game, what you want to do is go ahead and transfer party leadership, just like I've shown there, to one of the other members. And then you go ahead and leave the game. Just want to double check that they are the party leader before I go. Yep, then you want to go ahead and leave the game. Once you have left the game, you want to go ahead and leave the party. And then what you want to have your friend do is then they need to exit the game, and then they need to go to game settings, and then they need to change the difficulty to Torment 6. So even though they're a level 1 character and they haven't done any quests yet, they will still be on the quest that you set them. Then they go ahead into game settings, change it to Torment level 6, and then wait for them to reset the game up. And then once they've reset the game up, you get back in there. And because they are only level 1, the way that the game works now, there we go, so go ahead and join their game. So the way the game works now with its dynamic difficulty, even with it being on Torment 6, it'll be Torment 6 but tuned to level 1 characters. But they're obviously still getting the bonus XP for it being Torment 6, as you're about to see here. I kill these 3 mobs here in seconds, and they gain a level already from that one little killing. Now what you can do is, I mean, you can do this on any act really, but the reason we do it on this one, the Breach Keep, is just because with it being sort of a very dungeon-esque layout, there's plenty of walls and everything for people to hide behind. As you can see, the 50% community buff is gone for XP, but because it's on Torment 6 and there's 3 of us here, I'm still getting almost 2,000% bonus XP. I think the 2 of them have got some leveling equipment as well with bonus XP on, so they should be getting a decent amount of experience from it. You just wait until they get themselves kitted out. And then basically, like I said, even though it's Torment 6, you'll notice in the top right hand corner, it's Torment 6 and then in brackets it says 2. And that means that the enemies are tuned to Torment 6 for a level 2 character. So while it's Torment 6, it's still going to be very, very easy for us. And what I'm basically going to do here is just condense. It was about an hour's worth of playtime, and I'm going to condense it down into about 8 minutes. The reason I want to do this is just to show you that it does work and that I'm not talking crap, and show you basically how easy it is and how quickly you can level up. So we spent about an hour playing. I mean, as you can see, we're already a couple of minutes into this and they're level 12 already, and basically with this swirling ice armor around me, I'm not even attacking these enemies, I'm just running into them, and the swirling aura around me is killing them. Your friends might die if they get a little bit anxious and a little bit too far forward, or you get flanked by something, so you got to try and play it carefully. But I mean, if they die, it doesn't really matter. You can just go and resurrect them, or they can resurrect themselves. But, so this is basically it. And while this is playing in the background, I just want to talk to you about the Diablo content that is coming. And then when it gets a little bit more appropriate, talk a little bit more about what you're seeing on the screen. So, basically, I'm just running around killing everything and keeping them safe. As you see, our first run here nets them 22 levels. So it's pretty damn good. Like I said, it takes about an hour. If you're thinking there's not much in it for the level 60 character, then I looted about between 1/2 and 3/4 of a million gold. I think sometimes the destructible barrels held like 10 grand at a time. So I got between 1/2 and 2 and 3/4 of a million gold just running these guys through this. And if you're a bit mercenary, you can obviously ask them to pay you something. If they've got main characters, you just get them to pay you like 1 million gold or something. You make a bit of profit doing it. So, as for Diablo content, I still haven't decided on the live stream situation. I may decide to do that after a couple of days. I do just want to go through the storyline at a regular pace, not a fast, super quick pace, like you see in the leveling going here. I just want to kind of take my time with that, look at the storyline, get immersed in the lore, and take you guys along for the ride in more of a let's play fashion. So I really want to take my time with that and bring you guys along for the ride. So the live stream may be held off until I'm level 70 and start doing farming and stuff like that. But I mean, if the story's conducive to a live stream format, then I'll almost certainly look into doing that. But like I said, it's just I'm not 100% set up for live streaming, and I don't really have 4 to 6 hours spare to live stream in my life at the moment. I'm very, very busy with work and family, so I don't really have the time to be stuck in front of a computer for 4 to 6 hours to do a live stream. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes, and we'll see how interested you guys are in that. But like I said, I am going to be doing a let's play of the quests, and then once that's done, I'll be bringing you videos on character builds and farming routes and farming methods for you guys. So look forward to a lot more Diablo content in the future. As you can see, we're still not too far into it, and they're level 35 already. So going pretty damn good so far. Hope you enjoy the music in the background as well. If you do, there'll be a link in the description to the SoundCloud where I got this from. It's a nice little track. Now, you will start noticing from about level 40 onwards, things start to get a little bit more difficult, and that's just because elite packs start picking up more affixes. Some of them can be really annoying, especially when you're in a squishy class, like maybe a wizard or something. So you do have to be careful about that. So again, just going around and killing pretty much everything. Sorry, I was just getting a little carried away then, just enjoying the music. So yeah, like I said, from about level 40 upwards, things start to get a little bit more difficult. Not hugely difficult, because obviously you're a level 60 and you're half decently geared. But depending on what your gear level is like, I mean, you've got to think, as you approach level 60, then the mobs are going to be starting to get tuned for your level. So I mean, at the moment with the gear I've got, I can't handle Torment 6. I can handle about Torment 4. So when we start getting to around level 45 to 48, things start getting a little bit difficult, as you can see. Especially with some of the affixes, like if an enemy's got reflect damage and vampiric, that gets to be a pain in the arse, because the amount of damage that I do is generally reflected back, and it's a bad time for me, especially playing a wizard that's not particularly tough. I think one of the worst affix groups I came up against was Jailer, Waller and Thunderstorm, and they just basically locked me down and killed me repeatedly. But that wasn't until about level 48 or 49. But what you can do, if you want to do... I mean, we decided that we were only going to do the run up to level 50. And that's just because if you want to go do Act 5, you need to do the whole game beforehand anyway. So we decided that level 50 to 60, they were going to do the storyline, and that going all the way up to killing Diablo, that should get you to level 60. So that's what we kind of decided to do, just get to level 50 and then stop. But what you can do when you start getting to the difficult stage like this, you can start dropping the torment difficulty down, because you can do that dynamic while you're in the game. So if it starts getting difficult, maybe drop it down to torment 5, then 4, then 3, then 2, then generally drop it down to eventually what you can handle. The one thing you've got to bear in mind is, although you may be able to handle it single player, you've got to bear in mind that the mobs do have extra hit points for every other member of the party. So because there's 3 of you, things are going to be considerably tougher, so you might have to knock that down at Torment 1 or 2 depending on your gear. If you've got fantastic gear and you can do Torment 6 normally, then you can probably get away with Torment 4 solo with 2 other people in the party. But as you can see, just whittling things down, and the XP's gone pretty damn quickly. This, like I said, this was just over an hour, just over an hour's worth of play, and I managed to get 2 characters from 1 to 50, so not bad at all, really. So I hope you've enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you did enjoy it and found it informative and useful, then definitely go ahead and leave me a like or favourite. Stick a comment in the comment section below, letting me know exactly what you thought, and let me know what your preferred XP grinding and farming routes are. Maybe we can learn something from each other. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button for a lot more Diablo content in the future. I've been Maxwell, and I will catch you guys next time.